D in the name? There we go. Edith Finch. Finch. Edith Finch. The D, I don't know why. That's a weirdly dyslexic moment, but what remains of Edith Finch? This is one of those games that goes straight into it. No menu, as far as I can tell. Cool. Given that's it's literally listed as a walking simulator, I assume I don't require a controller for this. See why you're making so much noise as I'm closing you. There you go. Night. Oh, we have to look down and read our book. Journal of Edith Finch. Oh, I clicked out of the game. Oh boy.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Just gonna start at the beginning at the house. Is it super quiet? Am I crazy? It seems quiet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't believe you can die in this. It's a walking simulator. Then again, I feel like I got crushed in one of the walking simulators, or I fell off a bridge or something. That's a hell of a treehouse.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
If that's the house, I can see why. That's a death trap. Orca Island Gazette.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Come on. Can I have the letters? No? We're done looking? Kind of walking center to you. You can die in it at least.
Lewis's funeral.
I've been back since your brother's funeral. No trespassing. Can I close it? Oh, really? Oh, what are the letters? The letters landed with physics. Okay. We can zoom.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
All these buttons are zoom. None of them are brisk walk or
Maybe she
run.
thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Yeah, the mystery key. Of course it'll bring you back. What's in the box? At a house level.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
That sounds great. I mean, it would suck to have to carry your groceries up this. Oh, hi. So I know it wanted to do sounds to the left, but I've got how many 7.1 set up in here, and definitely it came from behind me as well on the left. So I guess it's just to all left channels was hoofs.
The truth is,
like I was being flanked by that deer.
I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Fucking death trap. How many stories are they braced that thing up? It's not even like well cantilevered off of the top structure of the house. I guess we're going in there. We can't die though, so I know we're not gonna
The house
just
was
plummet to our death.
exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Wait, that's a tree. That's a living tree. Oh, it was a living tree. It looks a little less living than it would be. I'm gonna be terrible with a living tree supporting it, but also not ideal. So tall. Yep, I'm playing on PC. I play most games on PC. I can use whichever controller I need, or whichever works best.
As a child,
If I want
the
a
house
controller,
made me
or I can use mouse and
uncomfortable in
keyboard.
a way I couldn't put into words.
Gaming how you want. Oh, this game is running at 120 FPS. Looks remarkably smooth to me. Ooh, wait. We're Edith. Apparently Lewis is our dead brother. Milton and Dawn. Dawn's, I assume, siblings. No, wait, these are children. Sanjay. Dawn is probably your mother's name then. Birth dates would mean these are your siblings. There's no father listed? Alright. Full windowed VSync on. Ultra. If we need to turn anything down, it'll be anti-aliasing.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
So her mother has passed. She's 17. This house is in a beautiful location. I mean, these wires would be a nightmare to maintain. Like, those are coming down in a storm. But the house is in a beautiful location. The main house is looking solid. Little rustic. A little older. The add-ons are terrifying. In all parts. You think you played on Xbox last time? Oh boy, it did not like that I cranked up that draw distance. Alright. I guess you were right, game. We'll do that draw distance. Actually, let's set this to high as well and see what happens. Nope. VSync. Apparently VSync, it really pissed it off. Literally got less smooth. Hold up, is this running correctly? FreeSync is on. Maybe the game doesn't do FreeSync. Or maybe it's doing its best at FreeSync. Oh, there we go.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
You don't want me to click, you just want me to move.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
So we got a chair lift and a lot of books. Cardboard box like someone was going to move and just never did. Very relaxing. A nice story. We gotta figure out where this key goes. They're very lovely flowers. We're not gonna try the door. But the
Going
key.
through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Huh. I'm surprised you don't have, like, deers and raccoons in here, then.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
The night who left? There's a lift. A stair lift. Like a headboard? No. I don't know what that is. It's very decorative, though. Wait, where was the lake? Like, I understand this is a lovely place that probably has a lake close by. Be nice if it was right up against the lake. Oh, that's to tell you when you've gone too far. It's a good choice. Ooh, there are more kayaks and canoes up above. The first time in years. Hold up. I'm looking at the fact that you guys have at least 3 canoes and 2 kayaks. Edith, Milton, Lewis, Dawn, and Eddie. Eddie, you say? Who's Eddie? Eddie's not here. The true ending? Is there a true ending other than going into the vault? I saw I got the vault. I'd have to look up how to open the vault, but I did go into the vault.
I felt like I was home.
Or bunker, whatever you want to call it. With the, where things got a little more serial experiment laid. So this house is abandoned in the late 80s, early 90s. She's 17. Oh. 1999. 17. So this is 2016. Okay.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Ah, Eddie's the... I was gonna say grandmother, but oh, nope, yeah, there you go. Great-grandmother, maybe. Eddie. Oh yeah, it says right there, Dawn 2016. Loving memory of Lewis Finch. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson of Eddie. So I take it in this drawing then... No, I still don't know who Milton is. So the vault after the door. Control room. Control room? Well, when you unplug the thing. Right? Like in the cornfield?
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Hey, the wine's probably still good. Oh, she's 17. Never mind. Too young to be drinking wine alone at home.
At the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Apple pie. Art apples, that's apple pie still. This is a full recipe. Wonder if that will be relevant. Huh, multiple bottles of wine just out here, huh? That one's not open. That one's open, not open. Probably not open. Orange Tabby. Zinfandel blend. Okay. I suspect that that's not real. Oh boy, there's a lot of CADs. A lot of cans. There you
The
go.
table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
You guys trashed this place real well. Barbara Finch. Barbara. Oh, over here. Seattle. These are all very, some of these are very close to other titles. Makes sense. Also, we're seeing some of the titles repeat in different font on different colors. Or, you know, just thinner book for tasting Thailand here. A lot of detail in here. A lot of detail in this house. Apparently not in that image, though. P100, that can't be right. First of all, it's not possible to load the GPU that way. That makes more sense, like 70 to 90.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Pretty nice. So it's only 5 years old. 6 years old? That's still plenty recent enough. It's on a recent engine still.
Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Sank? What do you mean sank? There was no water here. So a sinkhole formed underneath it? Alright, that's a flat screen. I guess that's fine. That's a real book title. The Metamorphosis. But it's probably not what they were going for. Yeah, I know it can't be 100% because it's just not possible to keep a GPU loaded at 100% at all times and have it be smooth. Oh, crank.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Great-Grandpa Sven. Hey, it's the... Wait, that image has got to be well after when this box was built. Of that fake image of of Bigfoot. That's got to be like the 60s. Maybe 70s. It's in color, so it's portable camera in the woods. Someone hunting Bigfoot.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Hey, Roz, how are you doing this fine Wednesday? Yep, it's a 2 to 3 hour game, which is why I'm playing it today. I don't want to go too long into when W Scottus 1 goes live. Which with Battle Royale Wednesday.
Got left behind in the
I do like to
world
play a little bit of Fortnite with him on Wednesdays. A lot of things got left behind. Oh, the fuck? What did they seal? Okay, so this is like insulating foam. But it's got this bracket on it.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Oh. I did Yoda 9. I actually own it already on either Itch or maybe it was in one of the Humble Bundles. Either way, I have a copy of it. Another McDonald's project due this Monday. Oh, well, good luck. Godspeed, is that what they say? Godspeed? It's going well here. Well enough, the stream is happening. My my computer decided to have a I don't know the best way to describe it. I guess almost like a stroke. The two memory channels decided that they were no longer going to talk to each other, and the timings, tertiary timings for how they speak to each other would not pair up and would not match, and I'd never seen that before.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Yeah, it didn't matter what stick I put in, so it's either the motherboard or the CPU. Either way, I got it running well enough for today's stream. Okay, so doors are sealed off with those bars to mean something. They want us to go to Milton's room, which was that way and to the left. Sven Eddie. You're not a body in here, right? These rooms are not also tombs.
Edith Senior's room. I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Huh. Okay. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Is he in here when you say dead brother? Oh, they taped it off. Oh, this is a weird family choice. You've blurred all your week's plan. You need the money. Well, good luck. At the scientist who killed his family.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes.
Scientists?
You weren't allowed inside of.
Scientist who killed his family. I'm blanking on who the scientist who killed his family is. Oh, the one who he uploaded them. He murdered and uploaded them. Yeah, that one.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Somerville is the game after Inside, but you don't like Somerville. Oh, really? Because I was planning to play that next month, I think. I believe that was, that's what I've already scheduled.
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
Well, I guess I'll see. Or do I have it scheduled for this month? It depends on how long it was. I don't remember. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
And then she kept pretending to be a child star for the rest of her life? She only lived to be 26. There's a lot of people who died young in this family. An alarming number. Yeah, I see a couple of 11 years old. We got 20, 10. Well, Eddie lived a long time. Walter and Odin lived. Sam, 33. Gus made it to 33 as well? No. It's the 13? No, 23. Geez, math. No. Yeah, 23. No, 13. I was right. 13. Gregory 1. Somerville was lagging like shit when it was released, and it was no real fun to play. Well, hopefully they fix that. If not, well, I'll give it a shot. Oh, Edith, you're the last branch of this family tree. Well, hello. Random corner of the house, extra books and wine. I mean, I guess I could live like this. There are books everywhere and wine everywhere. Alright, let's follow the cord. Oh, maybe not. Let's go check the other doors first then. Oh, hi. Why are you open? Were you open before? Yeah, you were open when we got up here. Molly. 10.
Molly always seemed like a girl I
That's a
could
tree
shake
branch.
hands with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
So when people die in this family, you seal off the house? Seal off the door? And so what, you can't do repairs to the house? Yeah, and you know what? I understand why you didn't want to come back to this house. This is a repair and logistics nightmare. Oh, there's the lake. Never mind. No, you're crazy. I would come to a shack in the middle of nowhere that was about to collapse for easy lake access.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Why? Can I pick this up? There's clearly a trap door going to be underneath this, right?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
I mean, it's a book.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay. I mean, this is a cool room for a kid. Oh, there's a trolley. Last patch of the game still stutters. Yeah, well, they got another month before I get to experience, so maybe it'll get fixed. We're gonna be like Serious Sam, where I try to play it multiple times. Oh, this is a crawl space, is it?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Your 11-year-old brother drew this?
I had a plan.
With a crayon. Yo, that kid had some talent. So you didn't realize this. Edith did not realize this house has secret passages when from the outside you'd be able to see this painted glass window and realize it is clearly in no location that you can see into or see that would have such a piece of glass.
But I had no idea what was
children.
behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Little owl necklace. So we came out of the closet. Or an armoire? No, not an armoire. Is that what it's called? Yeah, an armoire. Or wardrobe. Fucking straight up, Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe style. Huh. She'd been dead for some time. I suspect that these ants did not last.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
I hope they took the animal out before it died, but they left it shit to rot. Or food, maybe. Oh.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
What world is that? I have no idea what that is. A little tiny crank on it.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh, gerbilception. You give it like a little cricket or something. An FPS. Yeah, that'd be a rough one. I would not be able to play a game for long at 10 FPS. Or at all. I just stop. Apparently she once had a fish, a gerbil, ants, a lover of animals, clearly.
I spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
This is a great day for the Empire. A
day where we honor you who brought us glory.
Whose deeds of valor will live on in song and story.
Cogswell! Welcome, Cogswell and Raiders. How are you all doing this fine Wednesday? I'm playing Edith, What Remains of Edith Finch here.
December 13th, 1947.
All voiced.
Dear Diana,
Sweet.
I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Why is the gerbil glowing? Dinvac, how are you doing this fine Wednesday? When a child gets out of bed and says they were starving and looking for something to eat, and the only glowing object is your gerbil, I have concerns. Gerbil food.
Gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, there's a carrot. Nice person rage you didn't want to cheat them. You don't have to worry about being late. Come by whenever you're ready to.
Gone.
I always appreciate a raid.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Okay. broken starfish. With a knife. Oh, it's the sea. That ain't no lake. That's salt water if it's got starfish. Stealing a gerbil's carrot. I know, right? At least we didn't eat the gerbil like I thought where this was going. The fish. The fish. I thought about... What?
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
That's right. You don't eat your fish. Fish didn't do anything wrong. Chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water. Alright, we're about to go through this door, but first, here's a question. There you go. You gonna eat the purple berry? Oh, fox. December. Oh yeah, it's a little snowy outside. I can see it being December.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, well that'll poison you.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Those aren't real. Those are plastic berries.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
This child is a friend of animals.
I was a cat.
And then you ate the bird? Hmm. Oh, space to jump. Okay. Eat the toilet. They were real, they're poisonous. Yeah. Holly is very poisonous.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
So she survived to write about this, but I'd like to think she made it out of her room and was rolling out on these trees like this. Not necessarily in cat form, but as a child chasing a bird to eat it.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Huh. They're just clay people, huh? They're just chilling. Huh. This is kind of great for a walking simulator. I'm gonna say immediately we became a cat and now we're jumping on tree branches.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
I would like to swat. I would like to have other cat abilities. I'd like to knock this lamp over and let it burn.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
In the grass? How do I can't descend.
Rabbits.
That way, apparently.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed
okay.
that, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
How big is this owl? Like a rabbit. Yeah, a rabbit usually feeds an owl for a while. You don't want to be a fire truck, though? Fire truck.
A mama rabbit.
They seem very stuck.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
You're still in the tree. Oh, all right. We're gonna shark in the brambles. Oh, let's go.
I rolled off the cliff and into
We missed the car. Boo.
I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, it's got inverted controls. Faster.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Everyone wants some fat, juicy seals.
I tore off her flipper and it tasted really good.
Was that not a successful interception? Where did it go? I think it ceased to be. Like it hit the ground and then it was gone. Definitely still has both its flippers.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Am I still a shark? I'm Cthulhu.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Hear Christmas music. You love that video games?
But also, I didn't.
Ultimate realism. Coming for you, Captain. Go up the wall. Now we gotta go around. Let's get as close as we can.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
I
slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
we're gonna see what you actually ate. Oh, hey, now we're just a tentacle. Is it a toilet? Of course it is.
I got closer and closer.
Oh, it's the gerbil still.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
So this is just a story of a child? Not an actual retelling of what made her sick? Well done. Well done.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
You just meow at us? Oh, I don't want to leave. Well, I guess this is the exit, huh? Starfish is still here. I ate the sea and Tao. Yeah, I don't know what part of her description is what kills
This will be
her.
obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
I mean,
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
is that a totem? No, this is lake. Where'd you get the starfish from, child? This is very clearly lake. A statue. It's satellite TV. You can't tell me you've never been in here. This is clearly just a
I spent a
normal...
lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Okay, there you go. All the rattling, jeez. Also, who does this? These are tiny cages. First of all, these are small cages for these birds. Second of all, every cage is every bird got a fresh cage after they died. These birds are supposed to live some time. You're not doing a great job. Oh, that's. I don't think that's the right type of cage for that, for Bob here. But okay. Oh, I guess it's a different cage type. Just also happens to be hanging. The berries were real until 1937. Yeah, it could be. Very poisonous. Derpy. Derpy, you lived longer than most of the other birds that should have lived longer than a bird called Derpy. These motherfucking snakes. Is that a That is most certainly not the way you should be keeping a iguana or bearded dragon. Looks like a bearded dragon. Bearded dragon. Lurpy. We got Rob, Bob, Lurpy, Derpy, Burpy. Purpley. Burpy. Zerpy. Derpy Jr. Man. I ain't gonna criticize. I name like that's still better naming than I do, so this is fine. Oh hey, you can see our jacket and necklace that is a feather and a ring. Shrine sketches. Yeah, that's a shrine.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
My friend Bigfoot. CH7 Edith interview. Random junk. Weird America. The Finches. Home movies. Sam Medal ceremony in '68. Edith Jr. lake trip. Huh. So I take it their family became well known in the area for interviews and weird families. Sam Photo Award 69. Conspiracy Now. Man, there's a lot of detail into this game. Mole man beneath the Finch house. What? What?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Win a family day out at Druid World. I would go to Druid World. Druid World sounds like a great vacation spot. Whatever plants they're distributing are going to be great. While consuming an entire tube of fluorinated toothpaste enough to kill a child, holly berries are only lethal when approximately 20 are consumed. Is that specifically about this game? Because I find it hard to believe that there's just a random comparison about fluoride and holly berries otherwise.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edith Jr. Wait, is your mother's not Edith? It's all the way over here. Oh, I guess this is Edith's room. Huh. And he won't go.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
15 cents. Final. No more newspapers were made, I guess.
Killed by a dragon. She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Your grandmother sounds awesome. Or your great-grandmother. How'd your husband go? Oh, he was killed by a dragon. Now it's from the Edith Finch wiki. There you go. Thank you, Cogswell. Yeah, I would have a hard time believing such a comparison existed otherwise.
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Little Shark? Norwegian folktales? Well, that one you probably shouldn't have left in the room, because that's just a danger when the seals go. Took me a moment to realize that was a perfume bottle back there. Oh, so this entire painting is painted onto the wall. It's not just painted over the frame. Which would have been dope either way. This is great. I love this.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh, so you guys left with the old lady, and you left murder probe, murder clues. Rated jobs. Couple turns land into native haven. Huh. Well, it didn't last. Somebody pushed it over. Or maybe it fell over on its own. So a couple weeks. So they left 6 years before this game is taking place. Oh, hello, Viewfinder.
500
Viewmaster.
years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Such misfortune. What? How do I go to the next one?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He set sail with his fucking house. You, sir, are legends. Jack up a whole 2-story with tower, so you got points that are more than 3 stories high, wide house. Who has a custom viewfinder? The type of people who move a boat from continent to continent by boat.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
That's what they meant when they said the original house sank. I did ask the start of the game. They're like the fireplace had made of bricks from the original house after it sank. I was just like a sinkhole. Like I don't see any water for it to have fallen into. But
Odin's
sank.
daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Ah, that's what the statue over there is. It's a sinking house. He went down with the ship. In this case, his house.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So what's the curse? Only one per generation survives? Is that the curse? How do I want out. How did I leave last time?
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay. Can we look at the other custom viewfinder discs? Like, a lot of effort goes into making a custom viewfinder disc. Huh, so that's a no. That's a lot of candles. That's a lot of candles. Emergency candles. Plumber and emergency candles. I mean, I guess.
Great-grandma had always been the family's biggest fan.
I mean, these are all her descendants. You seem awesome. Again, how'd your husband go? Killed by a dragon. Killed by a dragon. What's the other door do? Or the other door's the actual one that's sealed. But she didn't die in this house, right? They left. I thought they said they left. Oh. Oh, the bacteria. It's so much living bacteria. A plush carpet in a washroom. Maybe it wasn't plush before. Maybe it's the normal carpet growing because it's a carpeted bathroom. Oh. System shock.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
K. 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 Sam. K. Why did we climb up on the toilet to do this? There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
All right. Well, your great grandfather's also kind of dope for coming up with this bullshit.
He'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Evening HSHL. How are you doing this fine Wednesday? Hope you're having a good day, a good week thus far. Snake! Oh, we can go back. Nowhere else has let us go back. Did we miss something? No? Calvin Finch. Grave. Another photo of the same. Action figures. First grave on the family property or whatever it was. So this is how you end up with custom viewfinders, I guess, huh? Make them yourself. Strong sculpt. Kid safe. Handy and fun. Fills holes and glows in the dark. Recyclable. Non-digestible. Non-digestible sounds like it's maybe not kid safe. Milton. Date of Haven. Oh, could I interact with the frog? Love this game, so melancholy. Oh, I've seen one story thus far, aside from... Well, one of the, like, playable story things. I do like, I do like Sven, was it? Who crushed by a dragon and his wife just like, yep, got him. Dragon got him. I can appreciate this old lady. These cans of beer? Huh. So developing your photos in a small area. There's probably a lot of fumes with beer. and wine. And gin. Here's some twins. Sam Finch, most improved player. Oh, I see. So one side stays a child as they died, and the other side, dude became Hunter Mans. Oh, he's the one who develops the photos. Wooden Finch National Park. SLR. Marine Corps. Captured. The Secret Lives of War Photographers. Alright. Yo, you can't even find his pillow. It's a lot of film. It's a fuckload of film. Taxidermy for home. Chuck Testa. Oh, I didn't think there I could actually walk up here. Enlist. Join the fight. Oh, there's a degree on the wall. Samuel Finch. Regional High School. Certificate of Achievement for 120% deportment grade. Okay. Can't cross this line. What if we go from above? Oh, you can't step down. Well,
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
because he dead. And people don't want to talk about dead children.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Space Command! Let's fucking go. Oh, the little commemorative wood painting and the dolly. That poor old lady who saw all her grandchildren dying. Children and grandchildren. The helmet was smaller than I expected. I don't know why.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Got a broken foot. There's no bed, no pillow. It's just not there. Bet you thought it was Chuck Testa, but it was me, Dio.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Some real mushroom hate. What did the mushroom do to you? It says Sam on it, so we're playing as the dead brother. What's the glowing red thing on that little island? Is that a buoy? You know what? The way this game works, I'm sure we're gonna learn what it is. Maybe it's the wreckage of the previous house. How do I interact with the shoe? I can see it. Oh.
At Barbara's funeral, he swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Did he die by off a swing? Well,
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
to the shore
I told him
below.
going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
He's falling directly onto that fence, huh?
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Wee.
He'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I know there's a cliff over that fence. That's how I thought initially it was gonna go. But at some point when they kept getting close to the fence, I'm like, oh, is it gonna be impaled on the fence for the boys to find? And also, evening BK, how are you doing this fine Wednesday? Badger. Fly a starship on them. Screwy physics. Seems fine. Calvin. He didn't quite make it to space. Secret door? Secret door?
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
And then
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
you think? You think it was slightly traumatic to be stuck in the room of your dead brother, that you shared with your dead brother, with it preserved the way it was when he died? Maybe that would result in someone enlisting and never coming back. The first chance, the first way they can get out of this fucking house. Come on. He's got done building a cardboard box out of a larger cardboard box. Yes, I really like the little designs they do for opening up new areas. And also, yes, it's dope to think that somebody could have built something like this. Oh. There was a game I think I saw Curly play in Alaska with something very similar.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd
where it's like
for smaller hands and bellies.
Very similar ideas in how a house ended up being built by an engineering student. Huh. Can you put your arm through it? The Viking's belly. Unlock the shortcut. It's for made for smaller hands and bellies, so this is made for children to crawl through. We gave them easy access to wide, as one does for children. Why is it radioactive? I mean, the bottle's slightly deformed, I assume, because it contains radioactive material, but... Milton was here.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
But she lived longer than being a child. She lived to 26. We can just get back in and leave. It's that good. That radioactive soap cleans everything. Including you. My friend Bigfoot. Huh. Good child. They said for like 2 years though. And then she worked at a diner, Penelope's. Where she get asked that question all the time, I assume.
Afterwards.
Pick up this single. No. Dreadful Stories. Guest starring Barbara
Of all the
Finch.
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Fine quality color patches. Oh.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most...
We're doing a comic book.
Family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie
Oh, 16,
fans.
not 26?
Just the boost her career needed.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
man, I can't math today.
the scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding
Oh.
and winding.
Those in the
Till
music
finally,
box.
the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
A few
So
moments
Barbara had
later.
to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Why was the key back? Why did the key respawn? Or why did you relock the door?
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Discount Crypt Keeper? Copyright Safekeeper. Yeah, that seems fine. Standing belly clap. For that scream. No, wait. That's, okay.
Rick? Are you okay? This isn't funny.
Oh, okay.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Trash this place. It's your own house, though. Oh, yeah!
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Well, there's a bloody table saw.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear. Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Crutch?
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Oh,
Never get in the fridge, yeah.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Slamming the door is pretty furious. And also, you're lucky she only had the crutch. This hanging egg chair was not here in the living room when we came in. Also, I kind of want a hanging egg chair now. I know I've seen them in lots of things. Usually they're on the ground though. Usually they're less wobbly and hanging. It feels like a good way to have it eventually fall to 2 inches and be like, oh, that sucks. And then the chain comes and slams you in the face. Sucks when your knob gets slammed in the door. Probably not apparently not a problem for that AI though. Yes, the Men in Black egg chairs. Oh, it's a roller diner. What's up, kiddo?
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And who he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh.
She played her part.
So the camera, so wait, this comic book knows the crawl space of this house?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Yeah, follow him down. Land on his back. Solved. A one-story drop onto a man, that'll put him out of commission. Is that the boyfriend? Almost certainly.
Listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
And then what? She gets shot? Like what? Who's at the front door?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
What?
And she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
Oh, so she got murdered by her boyfriend.
Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Okay. So, which parts of this is true? They just found her ear? Barbara Van Gogh? Well, she took it off herself, though. Please draw a picture of an ear.
All I wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Why was she working at a roller diner at 16? On an island where I thought no one else, there was like 3 people. So I guess this island's bigger than I thought. Is Orca Island a real island? Orca Island. In Washington, it's a real island. How many people live there right now? Alright, there's 5,000, more than 5,000 people living there right now. That makes a lot more sense. I'm like, oh, she works at a diner. She's 26. I'm like, all right, I don't know how you get to work from this island, but this makes a lot more sense now. I mean, it has its own newspaper. Also buy Bitcoin. Close the book. Bigfoot. Oh, was it in 3D? Oh, okay. Yeah, typewriter. Oh, this is a moldy birthday cake? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15, 16 birthday candles. Oh. Fucking whatever that is. Popcorn that turned into a moldy blob, maybe? Cans of beer? Cigarettes? Oh yes, the 16-year-old drinking and smoking in her room. Well, out we go. The crypto keeper bro tells you to go invest in the blockchain. What? Tales of the crypto.
I guess now I know
That
why
must
Mom doesn't like
exist.
me playing with the music box.
We open this?
Funny. All those times
Mom
I
must
played
have
with the
locked
music
the
box
third
and
floor stairs
never
on the
found
night
the
he
basement key.
Who knows the way your house is designed with secret passages such that that made it into a comic? Also, publishing your secret passage defeats the purposes. Cryptokeeper, the Brazilian central bank is studying using blockchain like the Ethereum one to implement a crypto version of our currency to better track illegal transactions. Huh. I mean, I know a couple of countries are looking into it, but not to like replace money completely. I guess some of them wanted to. Welcome, Kopel? Kupel? I hope I got close to your name. Hope you're having a good day, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday where you are. Yes, I played the Vanishing of Ethan Carter last year sometime. I'm not sure when. Plot twist, Edie made the comic so that she would be remembered. That's kind of touching and also strayed, but would be touching. I enjoyed The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, though I remember sprinting about for a long time for certain sections. That is a big hot water tank. And it doesn't have a flue. It just vents inside. I think I found the source of the family curse. We're gonna get a Layton-like solution where everyone was high the entire time. I've not played the Myst remake. I played Abduction. Took me forever. I'm so bad at that style of puzzle game, as it turns out. It was fun though. It was fun. One day I'll get around to playing the Myst remake. Oh, the door's gone. So I guess there's no bloody handprint on the door.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
You're supposed to get tetanus shots regularly. I need a tetanus shot. Oh hey, a mock-up version of the dragon slide that got him in the end. Ben.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
We can't work this boxing. Punching bag.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
So you open this fridge and it started the Jenny? Huh. I mean... Sure. You can make something that does that as long as it's got fresh fuel. Getting kind of dark here down here. There you go. Got some
I
lights.
remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
We got some Doomsday Prep, a lot of pea soup. Alvin O's. Extra crispy. I don't know how long extra crispy lasts. In storage. Welcome, Retin. Hope you're having a good day, whether it be Wednesday or Thursday where you are. And welcome. Tasty beans. Kind of looks like a colonoscopy. I would hope no one's live streamed a colonoscopy yet. Like the endoscope image.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Higley Farms. Oh, more beans. Bags of rice or something. Sweetie crisps. Do you think this vents outside? I'm gonna guess it doesn't. Kind of like how the hot water tank back there just vented out into the basement.
gotten very far.
It was the same microwave with the same plastic aging. Walter. So this isn't like got as far away as possible, but clearly did. I don't know if he did.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Yeah, so dude
On
did
that
not
first
get
day,
far.
After the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
The shaking.
But after
The
a
only
few
one
days,
streaming
I
this,
settled into
really.
a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Why is it shaking? The house clearly didn't shake itself apart. Same thing yesterday, only person streaming that game. Yeah, but that game does not have good reviews, first of all. The game I played yesterday, Rolling Sun. And it's a CryEngine ball physics platformer. It's kind of a small market. Just a little bit. It's a little bit of a smaller market than this game was. I'm enjoying this game thus far. Is the Last Hope streamer on Twitch. I also streamed Last Hope. These are people from Norway. They're Viking books around here because unlike in Last Hope, they were not suddenly Vikings. They just were. I've rotated
Even
this
a
can
monster
several
on the
times.
other side of the door
Oh, it's a different
started to
can.
feel normal. Almost friendly.
The monster on the other side of the door. Oh.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
Your family?
Maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Trying to knock in and say hi. 2005. Who died in 2005? Walter died in 2005. Who else died around 2005? Or maybe Eddie got too sick to go and bang on the door.
Now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Oh, there's so many books. Saw one. Did one of those say Family Curse? Months ago, you bought a safety can opener. Wonder why they're not so popular. Amazing. You can reuse the cans to store things since the cut is so clean. Cuts the seal rather than the lid. Huh. I mean, I'm not short on containers, but now I'm intrigued. I kind of want to see, what reusing a can is like. Oh, hi. Hi, Skybox. Why is there a moving cloud in the skybox? Oh, okay. Oh. Ooh, someone was making models down here. Got some plastic blister bits. It's all the same stuff? Yeah.
Somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara.
Whatever killed Barbara.
Molly.
Family Curse and Molly. Calvin. Oh, your garbage pit. I mean, you got a toilet, so I assume this doesn't... It probably still smells, which is probably not as bad as it would be if you did not have a toilet. Oh, that's some peanut butter. Some of the smallish Heineken cans. Some thinner...
Maybe this...
I'm not sure that's the type of can that was meant.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Wait. Their house connects to a train tunnel?
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Is he about to get smoked?
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Yep. So Buddy here hid out in the basement of a house that connects to a train tunnel.
I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Yeah, your Uncle Walter lives under the house, and also the house shakes because there'd be a train. But they're on the shore. So the train, what, dives at the house and then peels away? This is a sad way to live, yes. But also this is an accurate representation of a year that many of us have lived through. This is fine. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Sure. Our house built over a train tunnel and next to a sea cliff is a very, very fine house.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Protections from demons. Something modeling. Chamber. Protection from demons again. Barbara Finch, child star. Cracking the curse. Warding away spirits. Tomato.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
She can tell you a lot of
I
things.
can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
One or maybe two, like Barbara may have escaped.
and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Walter. What the Why was there... Okay. It goes that way, but also... This seems like a precarious place to put a trade. And also to build a house. On top of said trade.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Erosion Man. Yeah. But erosion takes time. This is Washington State in a train tunnel around the outside of an island. Like, I feel like you could have understood that this was not a good idea. Maybe something seismic happened. Maybe because they had a train over, maybe not the best of locations. They shook some rock away. Also, these trees are more than 10 years old. That tree up there. That tree there. Maybe not, actually. They're pine. Yeah, maybe not. Which stories have I done? I've done the Child, Molly. That one we just did. Walter. Odin's a little thing. Calvin's swing. Barbara's comic. We went through Eddie's room. We didn't get anything from it. And Sam's room. We didn't get a drawing. Oh, we're down by the fallen totem.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
That's terrifying. Oh, hi.
But I thought you should know about your family.
That you should know about your family. Maybe two, you say? Hello. Hello, number two. I guess we're writing down the stories for you.
And the history you're a part of.
Maybe goddamn Godzilla came out. Music video in decades. And this real scene took you nearly to the unrealized intentionally filmed the wrong frame rate. Ah. For a Godzilla movie. Thank you for the follow,
I feel as
Retton.
lost as you probably do right now.
Cheers. So the dock has fallen apart completely. Also, the water line has gone back. This is a retaining wall, a seawall. Oh, thank you for the redemption.
I think the people in these
Let me get in the right position for there.
for what that's worth.
I think these are the stories believe. Oh yeah, well, the stories are stories, one way or the other. Nothing wrong with the story. Whether you let the story define what you're doing. Oh, this totem's done for. Guess a lot of erosion's happened to this island. I guess you're right. Even though the water line's gone back quite a bit. You don't always build the seawall at the sea. Sometimes you want a beach unless there's weather. So you're saying they built the seawall to stop the dirt from making it down? That's still a retaining wall. So yeah, fair enough. You could do that. Oh, let's go to the edge of the dock. Is there something here? What can go wrong walking on this uneven grounds? Or to stop storm swells. I have no idea where Orca Island is. I think it's at sea, right? So fair enough. I keep thinking lake.
And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Yeah, there's some magical things there with your imagination of this family, but also now fully thinking, well, I've seen retaining walls on lakes just to like either extend the land out or to make sure their docking doesn't break. Well, I also live next to a Great Lake, so I guess I'm thinking Great Lake. Yeah, this being near ocean and having this tower house thing is terrifying. Every time I see this is terrifying to me. I would not want to be in there when the wind picks up.
Any of it seems possible.
C++, all the C. I hope it's not a sharp surge. C. Oh, we can make it to the grave now.
By death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
No, that's everywhere.
What kind of family
where there are
finishes building
humans.
a cemetery before starting the house?
One with people to bury. You don't like maybe not build the statue. Yeah, the statue's a little excessive, but you got some corpses. You gotta bury them.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
You've never been down here?
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of
Oh,
the
hey, all the
birds were
birds are
mine.
here.
2 had been my fault.
Derpy, Derpy Jr., Burpy, Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. That would be insanely hard to make. Well, I guess if you're casting them, it's less so. What? How's the nose floating? Christopher, there's Molly's fish. Bob. Where's Rob? There's no grave for Rob. Rob might still be alive somewhere. But there was already the memorial for them. That could be Rob.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch. Calvin Finch. Rust-free. Or at least seemingly. Ben and Eddie. This is very elaborate. To have right next to salt water. But it's a lovely memorial. Walter. And you made the tunnel he got smoked at. No, I guess it's underground. They really love that frog. You're right. The frog actually has a bigger carving than the child did. This is a big frog. Bailey's got a pretty big house, but that's a lot easier than the frog. Barbara Finch, a little star. Where's the statue?
The monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, there's something down there. A flag. Probably for the Marine brother.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, yep, that's the house. Got it. I was wondering what the buoy was marking. I figured it was the house. Since they know there were bricks there, that floating dock is apparently doing real well. Would like to pan down to the floating dock. No?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
The moon does not highlight anything in particular, which is fair. He looks pretty good. Still.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Yeah, your mom watched someone refuse to get move on effectively. Everything is sealed in
My
time.
dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gus, Sam, Gregory. We've only seen... Well, we don't know how Sam died. We don't have Gus or Gregory. I guess Sam is her grandfather. Edie's. Edith's? Edie? Edith Jr.? Milton. Sanjay Kumar.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Lewis Finch. Is a crown? Whoa, what's with the crown? We'll see. Sanjay Kumar. Yeah, it's a little out of place in names, but they're on the book. And that's either their father or an ex-husband of Dawn. But it seems likely that it's their father from the way this is done. Sven married Eddie. Kay was married to Sam. You can see that Lewis makes sense. Yeah, Sanjay is married in, I think.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Never found his body. And we don't know what happened to Milton yet.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I mean, if your family manners like this and there's all these people dying here, I'd understand being like trying to get the child to go elsewhere. A long way to go. Well, I've already played for 2 hours. It's supposed to be a 3-hour game. I know I take the lot longer, and I don't mind.
But looking back on it now,
Come on. Here you go.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah. This seems needlessly dangerous, but this is fine. I walk on the glass, get to those canoes. No? Oh, they're kayaks. Only one of them? No, there should have been 3. Oh, there's a canoe, and it's 2 kayaks. 1 kayak. What? We were in this garage. There were 2 up there. Pull yourself over the American flag? No? Oh, there's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
I'm alarmed by how, like, they've been gone long enough that, these propane tank seals are gone and are concerning to me.
They were both pretty intense.
Safety first. They were both pretty intense. We close? No? Are you a model of a goose or a taxidermied goose? Got a selfie.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures,
am I supposed to be waiting?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Kane, what is totally not a bag of Lay's?
Drunk all that coffee.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
We're playing a photo game near the end of the month, I think. Umagami generation?
Nothing quite like being outside.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
It's a canoe head.
Gas in the tank, I guess.
No,
I'm just
Milton
saying,
Milton
I'm not
wasn't
always
the
gonna be here,
kid
Dawn.
on the swing. That
You'll
was
need to
Sam's
remember this
brother.
if you want to
Sam's
survive.
twin brother,
I'll be fine.
I think.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Hunting season.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin.
Green Gun Guy, thank you for the resubscription.
Fan taught us how to
13
fish.
months in a
How to
row.
build a fire.
Cheers. Prime sub is always appreciated. Cheers.
Found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
I was trying to find a buck. Or is that the clue that there is one out here
Check the
somewhere?
map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
The jay of some sort or the deer?
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Be careful, the camera's older than you are. Break people will miss it more than if the kid dies, it'll be fine. So there are things I'm supposed to be looking for.
Just breathe.
You don't want to shoot.
Imagination. Focus on your target.
Where's the deer? What are you aiming at, child? There's no targets over there. I don't see a deer. I don't see a target. But hey, child, you have a gun.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh. How old is this child at this point? We're crying over the dead deer. Let's get a selfie.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Well, hi.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Huh.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Dad!
Oh. Well then. So you made your daughter shoot a deer and then watch you fall to your death. That's a way to go.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Damn indeed. Oh, you're out? You gotta go? Well, thanks for stopping by, Renton, and thank you for the follow. Have a good one. We got a couple more stories. We're about half done. Oh my. Okay. Well.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Old pills and bottles and such things. And war. Oh, that's an exit. That's a little tiny door exit. So goes the fate. Live by the hunt, die by the hunt.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
That's not a stuffed cat, right? You didn't... You didn't stuff a cat. More of that radioactive cleaner. Let's see. Radioactive cleaner. Is this a thing that existed? No, there's stuff for cleaning up. There's decontamination stuff you can get. I don't know if they sold cleaners that had radiation. He hunted that cat fair and square. Poor kitty. K. K stuff. Airline ticket. K Finch. Is that the address of this place? 2141 Fireweed Drive. Fireweed. This is not enough insulation to be next to a lake in Washington State, next to the ocean in Washington State. Meal ready to eat. Man, there's a lot of prepping in this house.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Finch control. Major Tom to Finch control. Come on. Hello, we're gonna lose 2. How are you doing this fine Wednesday? Or Thursday if it's Thursday where you are. Hope you're having a good day. Well, Gregory lasted a year. Maybe, less than a year. It's hard to say. There's a frog. Gregory. On. They built new cots for every child, or did every child sleep in this room at the same time? Divorce contract.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Great, at least you didn't go down swinging like Sam and his twin brother. Oh, the duck follows.
Saw things the rest of us don't.
We got Dance of Sugar Plum Fairies?
Hold on, sweetie.
Time's over, Gregory.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
I mean, Calvin shot for the moon, and he took off. Can we jump? Oh, we can. Okay. So we get some more frog, or not frog, more duck friends. Reminded me so much of Calvin.
Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Well,
It sure made him happy.
you go well.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worry about the baby being too happy.
I was worried about the baby being too. You were worried about the baby being too happy.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
You did everything you
Maybe if I
could.
hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh, frog's still going.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Well,
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
well, this is a drowning baby. What is the woman saying when the voice is distorted? Something. She was talking to Sam.
Wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
The baby just had a great time in the bathtub. Don't worry about it. Well, so yeah, very creative way of telling these tragedies. Divorce, yes. Well, they weren't doing well before the baby drowns.
I can't imagine my
So
mom ever writing poetry, and yet
poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
What the? Oh, okay. You got a big old tail now. Did we get all of it? No.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Whose wedding?
I
Come on.
tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may subscribe.
Need a stepmom. Oh. The totem is the house and some of their family members? The one who built it or the one who died, screaming Barbara?
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Calvin on the swing. It's time for photo dead. Why didn't come here? Gus declined. Signing up his middle finger. Sure.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh. Everyone except for Gregory, who flew a kite into a storm and got did not discover electricity like Benjamin Franklin, or discover electric charge traveling, or whatever that story actually says. Oh, trash this place. Or is it a tornado? Because this is a little more than a...
But no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
A little much for just some wind.
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Party harder. Yeah, that's the solution. I wish that.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Grandpa made the totem pole in the basement. Yeah. Okay, I want to get away from the freaking cursed family as fast as possible.
If I was a boy,
But apparently not too fast. Fast enough. But, Ben Franklin discovered electricity so the time machine would work in the Day of the Tentacle. Did I finish Day of the Tentacle? I don't know if I did. That was a while ago. Long before I streamed. Sure to put a damper on the wedding? Dead kid a little bit. So Dawn is your mother. You don't know how Milton disappeared. Lewis... I didn't say what happened to Lewis, and we don't know what happened to Eddie. Great-grandmother Eddie. Deepest sympathies. She's pregnant. The climbing wall. Emergency evacuation plan. Oh, Sam here. Aside from the whole making your preteen daughter shoot a deer, or at least highly encouraging it when she clearly did not want to. Seems like he's a good planner. Fucking we got an emergency evacuation plan. How did her mother get a cup of tea up to her place? It's a good question. There's got to be like what's it called? A serving elevator? A waiting elevator? My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Because all the other rooms were sealed up and filled with other dead people's stuff. Like your mother's choice in carpet. Or rug. You got very Christian, huh?
My mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Do all three... Is that... How small are these kids with rifles? Dawn. Alright. You got actual photo, like a high quality photo as opposed to these things. And oddly enough, it's so tiny that it being such a high quality is a surprise to me. See dead people literally. Stare down at the their stuff. Oh, it's the same bed. Well, that's a little rougher. Militarily appropriate. Stripper pole, dumbwaiter. Dumbwaiter was what I was looking for. And also, yes, there's a pole here for descending. An and Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
There you go. Fly to India. Stop volunteer? Mathematics, geography, plan it India. The Republic of India. Okay, sure. Sure thing, Gabe. We can't interact with any of this?
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Stab volunteers. It could be stab volunteers. Dawn of the Living Dead.
Lewis was born a year later.
But I haven't seen that in a movie in a while. Seen Shaun of the Living Dead more recently. Hey, Xeroxia, how are you doing this fine Wednesday? Hope you're having a good day. I'm out of tea. We can go up or down. We can't go down. We can't go down. It sounds like a safe place to go is up on the same age wood.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see
Edith.
kids in the house again.
House. Milton. Lewis. Oh, they might be dead. Gary's potting mix. Stab the volunteers. Thank you for the submission, Roz.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Wait, so the kids, the youngest of the family thus far, grew up in this monstrosity of a tower, this terrifying structure near a cliff, near the sea, the ocean?
Things were good. Almost normal.
Did they get homeschooled up here? Reading is a hoot. Don't pollute.
But it didn't last.
Odin Finch. So you know a fair bit of your family history, but you didn't know these stories in particular. So far so good. Spent all day playing Hogwarts Legacy. Nice, nice. I'm doing well. Taking my sweet old time. Enjoying as much as possible. Such an ancient artifact. It's not like such laptops can still run perfectly fine and do exactly what you need them to do. Huh. That laptop is now 13 years old. Huh. All I needed was 2 cores and a connection to a server. But hey. Belief efforts. Hunters die. Is that how your father went? Edith? Can't go down is a great quote for a submarine crew or bomber crew that's defending the UK. Last stand for that bomber crew. Or that air defense crew. The Royal Air Force. Scientific method, observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, Data conclusion. The observation part is often not stretched, but it's how you form the question from things you notice.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
A castle. Is this the castle? Again, this is terrifying. It's just stacked up on top of this house. Oh, that door's blocked. Look into the windows. Small footprints, I guess. I mean, as a kid, I guess it would be pretty dope to have your own little castle like this. Come on, look at this family. Do you think they were homeschooled or not? Yeah. I mean... yeah. Kid built his own town set. See, this is how you get the tea up. And also, we really trust that rope, huh? Certainly a lot of colors of paint here, and a grand total of 2 colors and black being used everywhere else in this area, except for that.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Shoo. Oh, we're into flipbookception. So he's gonna step through this door, and then they never saw him again? Huh.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Milton was the Burger King. So how the building permissions are working in Canada, you're allowed to build anything you like, or the country would check on you any second day to make sure you're not doing crazy things. You cannot build new structures at will or add on exterior structures at will. Anything inside, at least in Ontario, anything you do inside is subject to inspection, but you can do whatever the hell you want. You don't need permits to do anything inside. But if someone reports your shed, someone's gonna pop up and be like, yo, did you get a permit for that shed? Like for the redemption, Coxwell. And a shed, you'd be like, yeah, why would you want to do that with a shed? But you look at something like this and you're just like, this is why permits exist. This is fucking terrifying. Getting a house like this would 100% not be allowed because someone's gonna keep complaining.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
So I guess Edith doesn't mind climbing because she must have lived in one of these rooms. Like, this looks like a little shanty house that you would see near the ocean at well, I could say ground level, but maybe a slightly above ground level. Maybe partially on the side of a sloped face. On top of a house is terrifying. If you could bribe your way to a house like this, man, you'd have to be rich, and I think you could do a better job of constructing your house. Terrifying. Wait, this is actually a boat. It would take so much effort to get a boat up here. And also, boat hulls are expensive. Sure. The kids want to live in a boat. So we put a boat on a house. Who would think of a houseboat? A houseboat can't be a thing. Gotta put it up there. Who had the hookah?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
It's an yes. We got an empty tank. Maybe, probably a fish tank. Could have been a crab tank. Nope, don't leave. Nope. Can we sit in those? No? Cool. Hey, that same microwave model back again. Alright, well, I think we need the key. Nope, that's a can opener. A bottle opener.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Huh, that's typically not what you smoke in a hookah. But you can. Bottle opener is the key to happiness. Fair enough. If it's what it could be for some people, maybe it shouldn't be your primary means to happiness. But it can be a part of it. Oh, well, that's less hookah. They just left it here, huh? Just Theodore's quality cigars. Marijuana. Legalize it. I like the idea of I need to stay healthy at this gaming setup of two monitors and what is basically a G11, a Logitech G11, but with a screen. Does the G11 have those colored keys? I think it did. Logitech G11. No, it did not have colored keys. Oh, but it had media keys where that screen is. And it's so similar to a G11. Another pipe, another glass pipe here, huh? We got some pills. Some cans, a bear. Some figures that look like they could be from Journey. Conspiracy news. Sam and Kay's wedding. Dawn poetry recital. Oh, that's sweet. Your brother's got your mother, or your, no wait. This is your brother. So this is, you have your mother, they had their mother's poetry recital from decades before they were born. That's a little stranger. Ooh! Hey, TV. We got the well, that looks like a PlayStation with that's been turned into a NES or an SNES. Left for Grief reference. Pale's hair. Always. 9-1 ale. So that looks like a Cooler Master Storm, I think is what it was called. It's basically the same case that I'm using, which is a half 912, but with a transparent side panel, because I was looking for that panel for years because I know it fits this case. So there's that. Or this could be a flipped version of a half X, the big one, which I also have around. So, hey, we walked into what could basically be my room at some point in time. Got a couple of monitors, a G11, Cooler Master case down below, TV diagonally or across from a bed in a position that makes it uncomfortable to watch the TV. Not so much these types of posters. I prefer art on my walls. Not this. Well, I guess that's art. But that could be it. I got some Cthulhu art to my left, and Bioshock art. Some Scott Johnson's art's over there. Which I guess I could set up the camera to look. But seems like a hassle. A relatable boy. Yep. Except he's got his houseboat is not on the water, which is unfortunate. Oh, more of the cannery stuff. Alright, what's in the box? Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
Huh.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Minds began to wander? What?
Wander.
There you go.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
That's more than a toad, that's like a dragon. Corpse. Bones.
And things that have not names.
No, that's dragon. The name of that is dragon.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Oh shit, we're now in 3D. He didn't channel this into making a game, did he?
At the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Mindless.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Oh, okay. When are we losing this hand?
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Like, we're just mindlessly putting our arm near this blade.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Like, literally made in his mind?
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Lewis
He built the
Topia.
city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Oh. Get out of here, fish. What are the top 2 best stories?
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Talked about starting a band.
And he was always humming something.
That was after he got off substances. That's a surprise.
His imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Communication by
And one day it
grunts?
struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
Fake? In his mind?
were all in his imagination.
Yeah.
So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Which he promptly won?
And he won.
Unsurprising.
They
The most boring way to go about
but his
this.
mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Yeah. I mean, that's how games work.
New Lewisville.
Oppress, conquer, and then roll. Otherwise, you're just
St.
oppressing. Because you certainly aren't saving the town repeatedly. And there's no way I'm running a town properly.
Reality.
Dragon or Aragon?
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
They didn't like forcibly remove him after he didn't go home one
He
day?
heard rumors of a
Queen or prince? Queen. Handsome queen.
The Queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Am I supposed to go through them? Or smoke them? Supposed to smoke them.
He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar!
electric sitar.
Go. Find out to your GPU drivers. Seems like stable thus far, can update because it broke. Yeah. VC face. Rating rolled back cost of excess GPU usage. Yeah. Time to see if Steel Rising and VSafe behave themselves. Oh, well, have fun, Xeroxia. Hope you have a good stream. Chase led him somewhere.
His logic remained sound.
We can't see the blade anymore.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, those are the dudes that are on the desk. Did Lewis make the models?
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
The creator of this universe?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Yo, she dipped. Come back.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
This family's got some real creativity to it. Oh. Well, we're wearing the robes we had, and that door is there, but this certainly looks like the cannery. Yeah? Oh, okay. Oh, hey, there's your locker. Must be. Who else could it be? Oh, hey, that's a very large either Game Boy or half of a DS. Was it legal in Washington State? Could you just have, like, what very clearly half this out?
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Fuck? Why are we throwing fish? What? Okay. Their heads are still on them. But also, why are they going? Why are you tossing them in water? This is like, this is a little bit more water than you'll be able to boil to can them. A little bit. Oh, so this is real Lewis. We're sneaking up on real Lewis.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
What triggers this blade to fall? There's no foot pedal. Nor is it just going.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Lost in a land of delusion.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
They're all faceless. They have great imagination, but he couldn't put faces on any of them, huh? The blue pages. The blue pages. Not if you're Starkist. The wise Calico. Where's their Calico? Guillotines for the noble man. Guillotine. Wait a second.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Better do drugs or you'll die.
There's only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Huh. So it was not the metonymy. Well, I guess it was
My
the
brother was really cool.
metonymy that got
I
him
wish you
in
could
the
have met
end.
him.
Brother was really cool. Wish you had met him. Yeah. Another high school diploma.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Was that because he was high as shit when he was playing with you and you were a child and did not notice?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I mean, you brought your kids here and they're dropping. You got one left. Yeah, it's time to go.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Man, you left a lot of stuff, huh? Oh, that's something I've not seen in a hot moment. A tap-mounted water filter. I've not seen one for sale in a long time either. I assume you could still get them. But
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
like jugs became popular, and then the water bottles now that you get that just filter the water. Disaster relief. Oh, she wrote a book. Her mother was an author. Create a fulfilling classroom. That's a nice window. I think Feng Shui says you shouldn't put your head against the window. Think.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Happened that night and come
Maybe it should
time.
have come sooner.
All the paper finches, red finches or purple finches.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Huh. Yeah, I guess you could just write on a projector globe. Or a, what is it, a star globe? Star projector? Mache, or, no, I guess it's paper mache and not, like, I'm blanking on the folding one. The origami killer is how I got to the name origami. There we go. She's the one not crazy because she's the one who drinks filtered water. I guess so. Why are we tiny? Oh, we became, are we a child again? This is the night they're leaving? Oh, okay. Well, no, we're definitely not tiny again.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma,
You know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Edith,
very
I
specific.
left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
So they did not plan to abandon the old lady, but they did. It's dark. Do I have a candle in my hands? Guess so. Present in the hallway.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Yeah, I noticed she has plenty of candles, but also...
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Yeah, there's an electric chair that would make it hard for the old lady to go up and down to her room. Leave her home? Yeah.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
The stories? You're blaming the stories? Uh-oh. Tablet, did you die? Why aren't you charging properly? Uh-oh. Kinda need that tablet to work.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
There are candles burning unattended in a library with plenty of beds and other flammables about. Sure.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
That's not tide.
God,
that
it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
fancy letters ain't no one have time for that. Takes a while. Cursive is gone though. It was dying with ballpoint pens, and now the internet's here.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Yeah, it's not a tide. There's this a tsunami. Like when the water recedes from a tsunami. I don't think that's called tide. And also, it's gonna come back. Where's the blinking? Follow the beacon.
I started seeing things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like deer. You know how one just forgets deer exist?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Feel like this stuff is a little too well preserved for being in the ocean, particularly this thing.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Or
things I can't explain.
so what we're experiencing is
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
okay, so what we're experiencing is
I never saw
the
Greg
tales
again.
as Edith's very hyper imagination that she gets from this family is
She was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
is how she's creating it in her mind. This is
We
all
both tried to make the best
Edith's
of it.
imagination. All these recreations. Both tried to make the most of it. There you go. She's an earthquake not very far away. That explains the erosion on the tracks or the collapse. Yeah, fair enough. Come on.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Is it the asbestos of this house?
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Well, maybe when you homeschool this
If we
child,
lived
you'll teach
forever,
them what a
maybe
condom
we'd have
is.
time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Or recreation like in the Butterfly Effect movie. What is this, Immaculate Conception? I mean, this is what homeschooling gets you.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, yep, they buried her in the family graveyard, which means, presumably, the house is still here somehow. It hasn't fallen down. Who's maintaining this house? Story by Giant Sparrow. For Shirley Dallas. Oh. Ooh. Oh, we're in the credits. I don't need to do anything. All right. There's a lot. There's some very interesting ways to tell a lot of these stories. As far as walking simulators go, I really enjoyed this one.
A true victory is to make your enemies see they were wrong to oppose you in the first place. To force them
Is it a victory?
to acknowledge your greatness.
3 hours and 20 minutes. I thought it was gonna take me longer. It's been a lot of time. I guess they stopped giving us new books and things on the wall to read. Kid with his Pokemon Yellow. Oh, the gray sweater jacket effectively. Gaston and Gregory. Purple Heart. Yeah, I can see why this is so well regarded. It's good. But seeing as we are approaching the end of this game, we're also approaching the end of this stream. So please go to crudge.showbot.tv to vote on your favorite raid call, and maybe that's the one we will use. Democracy. A level. Did we see a level in the game at all? If it was, I missed it. That is important. So they had all the cans in the house at the start from Lewis working at the cannery, and then a child-size pump shotgun. From Lewis working at the cannery, but then Lewis died and they left, so that's why the cans were there. Apparently, her great-grandmother Edith Eddie died that night. Scarred for life too. Lewis is paid in cans. That's communism. I mean, that's what a business would do if they got the chance. You'd get those company dollars. That's why that's illegal. They've tried that. They've done that before. Get those company dollars to buy company products. Replay as a story option now available. Select either to play from the beginning.